Hey, welcome back to Chesterville. It's been, I don't know, yesterday. We recorded the last one, the latest one. So we have some stuff progressing a bit. I've been letting it run. You know, this house is bugging me. No, I can see what the problem is. It took a minute to figure it out. That the spine of the roof up there, it actually worked out being what I wanted it to be, but from any distance, it's really stupid looking. Because that's just two stairs kind of against each other. And it doesn't look right. It looks like a seam of some kind that pokes up like more than it should. It's just, I might level that out a bit. I don't know. I'll think about it. Because it looks weird. You know, looking at each one like a pixel, it's like something's off. It's just strange. Yeah, so we've got the new village over here. Which I fed him a couple of more times. And did some trading. I basically just brought iron in with me. Unloaded that on anyone who actually wanted it. Used the money to free up. I didn't bother with coal. It just seemed faster to buy tools I didn't want and drop them on the floor because I still don't want them. But it's, you know, coming along. We've got 212, including the iron guys. We should end up with like 208 villagers based on the beds. Wait a minute. Huh. Not 216. 192. So 215. I just realized I said something stupid yesterday, I just noticed. 3 times 64 is not 216, it's 192.
Okay.
Plus the... Yeah, nothing. Don't worry about it. I don't like being wrong about simple math. I just realized I was. So, yeah, these guys, so half of them or so want iron. You can kind of tell by their little thingies. Well, I lost him before I could get to him. There he is. He's that much opened up. This guy, for example, isn't. So we'd have to throw money at him and buy stupid tools and throw them away. Because there's really no place to store them. They're not good for anything. He wants coal, so I guess we could do that, but in terms of resources, it's probably cheaper just to give him 10 emeralds to unlock him on tools I don't want, than to give him potentially 10, 150 things of coal for, like, that doesn't make any sense either. But, yeah, as far as, like, iron coming, we do have more coming in now, which is a little, ironic. But it's, there's that. Coal, we don't have coming in all that hard because you have to actually be standing over here the whole time, and I wasn't. I probably could be, but then we'd have other issues where, like, I think one of the biggest dangers, if you want to call it a danger, is, as far as accumulating resources we can't unload fast enough, God, the lag, look at that. Gold isn't gold is great, give us all the gold you want. Meat is kind of a thing, but it's easy to unload. I think the biggest problem is probably right now, the Guardians up there give us shards and crystals. We have lots of crystals, which is funny because that's the least common thing they drop. We could use more shards to do something with the crystals. You have to combine them to make the lights. But what they drop most often is fish. And that's filling up pretty hard. So there's really, apart from redesigning a sorting system to reject fish. So the problem is, if we fill up on stuff that we don't really need more of, because this is just big, this goes up to at least there. We could just say, hey, anything we don't want gets destroyed. The problem is that we have all this, which is mostly stuff we actually technically want to hang on to. We just haven't done anything intelligent with it. I did throw that there, so that's got a couple of boxes of these rockets that I'm not using as much as I thought I would. But there's still another, like, probably another 100 stacks of rockets just still in this thing. I made a bunch for like no reason. So, yeah, we've got that. And then, yeah, this thing is in fact producing, well, you just saw the iron, guys. That's working just fine, except for the part where it's giving us more iron and, for that matter, roses. About, I don't know, there's a couple of things we could try. I don't know how quickly we could do them. One is if we took the roses here, because we have oodles. Please? Oh, we're listen, I thought. That's weird. They're not as common as the iron. You get one of these for every, I don't know, 3 iron guys, maybe, I would say, on average. And in that same 3 iron guys, you're going to get about a dozen ingots. So, you know, call it 12 to 1-ish on how many roses you get to, based on iron. But they do stack up because we're not really doing anything with them. We probably could. Is that really full or what? What is that? The lag is just hard to even focus on. It's roses, okay. We do have a couple of shepherds in here who want red dye, so that is a purpose for, I mean, it's a way to get rid of roses, I guess. But and technically we could probably get rid of them faster than we get them, provided we make sure we do it at least once a day. He wants, I just randomly clicked him, I got him. That's red dye, so if, you know, if I had roses on me, I could get rid of a dozen things at a time. The other option with roses, and the more I think because I mentioned it yesterday, or a couple episodes ago, basically, is, please let me out of here, we could actually root them, I suppose, somehow into a, one of these things. They're not here. Hang on, I gotta find farmers. You can funnel them with hoppers into these, and you know, the composter. So at that point, if, say, for all of the iron, we'd call it 10%, or, you know, even just 9 or a 1/9. So if we get enough to make a cube of iron, we might get a rose. That's probably about the right number. The thing is, 1 rose going into a composter isn't going to technically do anything. It's like dropping a glass of water into a bathtub. It takes a few, and it's a bit randomized, to even produce 1 thing of bone meal. So where we have a bunch of bone meal somewhere, over here maybe?
I think it's next to the trees, yeah.
Seems like I moved it at some point. Or we moved it. It's probably that. Yeah, we have this, so it's not like we need it, but roses being translated, you know, transmogrified, converted into bone meal would use up a lot of roses compared to how much bone meal we would get. The bone meal itself would be a 1/9 of a block. We could do that. If I have a concern about it, it's similar to the concern I had why I didn't do this village right away, like for a while, which is, we have this here, and it wasn't, so far as I know, creating any additional clerics in this one village, so it might not matter. My concern would be if we had a composter somewhere, would it turn villagers into farmers that couldn't do anything because the thing wasn't actually in their village. I'm not sure it's an issue, so maybe we could just do that. Which I guess could be as simple. Where am I? Keurig came on for like no reason. What number are we talking about? Roses. I mean, technically it would be a real hassle, but we could also switch where some of these things end up. That is 29 positive at 32, so let's just go, okay. Let's just go see where that ends up at the bottom, because I think we could just funnel it down, because yay, more lag, directly into, well, actually we could funnel it directly into composter, and then from there funnel it down into storage. I said 29, right? So about here-ish. I mean, this is technically an open spot. Like there's room here to do stuff. Yeah, we could do that. What the hell? Are you, like, up there instigating the dropper, or was it... Did the fish finally land after I came down?
I think I might have been instigating it. I was looking around, seeing how, you know, overdone everything is.
Okay. Well, as far as doing what I'm talking about, it's really pretty simple. I don't even know if it has to be... Because, seriously, it's going to take a while to fill even just one of these with bone meal coming out of roses that are being mulched. So I would think if we just had some... I have to find something. Well, or make it. There's some funnels. That's not enough funnels, in fact. There's some wood, which might help. Do I have any, is that really all the funnels I have? It seems like we had a lot. There's 8 dirt in there. I wonder why.
I probably threw it into the chest.
Maybe, yeah. It's just weird there'd be one. Yeah, this whole thing is, we gotta do something. Oh, there's funnels. About this sometime. No. Nope. Nothing I want. Nothing I want. And nothing I want. And probably nothing I want, yeah. Oh! I don't think it's the... Do we have fences in here? Is there any fences? I don't know why there would be.
Maybe.
Okay. I can make them if we don't have fences. There's some. I think I saw that in the next version. I don't think it's the case yet. They're just simplifying how you make a one of these. Where it won't be fences anymore. It'll be some sticks or slabs or something. Grab that. 46 of the... Give me a bunch of these. Because apparently I don't have any. 46, 50, 66, 68. Some iron. I'm just thinking if we, let me make like half of these. Oh, well, that's about right then. 58, and I'm on like 60, so that's just about perfect. If I'm wrong, we'll figure it out. Give me, that was 29. You know what I'll do, I'll just do this. I think I'm just going to make this really simple. Knock that out. And that'll be that. I'm not going to do anything complex about, you know, an if-then kind of... If we have this many roses, start ejecting those. I could, but it would be a real hassle trying to make it happen, especially given the configuration we have. I've done something like that on my main map, where I solved the problem we're talking about by just having a bypass that if anything overflows, it goes into a different line and gets thrown into lava. So that is right there. That is right there, I think. It's hard to be certain. That's 2932, so I think that's about right. Let me just have... let me just do this. Followed by... I'm just going to pillar these up. It's just the simplest thing to do. I hope this is still right. I think it is. And when it gets to the... When I get near the top, I'm going to have to suddenly change what I'm doing, but it'll be fine. Arguably, I could set up some convoluted thing that fires it down through a dispenser, but I'm not sure that would be any less redstone intensive than what I'm doing right now. that lets me out of here. Can I just do this straight like this? Is that okay with everyone? Okay, cool. Now I've got this issue where I've got 2 gaps. I guess I can do this. If I can get back here and do it. Like that. And give me this. That already is working. Oh, nuts. That was so stupid. I can't believe I just did that. Let me out. It is working, though. I heard it happen.
Yeah.
It's filtering in. On its way down, it's going to become... If it happens again, you'll see it. Bonemeal will just flash past this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's already some down here.
Yeah. I thought there would be. Hang on, this might hurt a bit. Oh, I just did it again. Hang on. Let me get my health back. I don't know why the hell I'm doing this. First, I can't multiply 3 times 64, and now there's today. My head hurts. Is that a good excuse?
Your head always hurts.
Usually. I bet. It's not going to work. I died. I thought it would work, but I was wrong. The lag sold me out. That's what happened. Alright, get out of here, stupid. You know, just make sticks out of whatever remains. I don't even care anymore. And then I died, so that happened to me. Anyway, that should be, I'll be down there in a minute when I'm done being dead. But that should be, well, actually, let me get over here. I don't know how, but I'm not sure what, the topmost full thing of roses is right now. So it might be a little, but it should, we should be able to see it trickling. It's pretty obvious what I just did, but... And yeah, that is really kind of a slapdash. Oh, it's just doing this. That's weird.
I took some and...
I was wondering, that's a weird place for that to be missing from. So, behind it, up high, hang on.
Up to 4.
Okay. So, maybe that one, yeah. You can see it's 8.7 speed of lag, but you know. So that's how that works. Let me out of all this so I can get, I'm going to lose these sticks I don't actually want on me. Oh, and whatever the hell else all this is. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. That can go, but I can also just put it away, which might make more sense. And then I'll come down the safer one, apparently. Should I just put the wings on? We know that kind of works. Yeah, so now we have this big, ugly bunch of hoppers, but we also... Yeah, I remember about that. Yeah, so there. So this will fill up. This will give me this, you know, 9654 times 64 is 3456 is pretty sure I'm right this time. And then 5 each, you know, so 320, 320, etc. forever. And basically, it'll equal 3 or 4 of these things going all the way up. I don't have precise numbers to work with, but it's a bunch. Which will, A, give us bone meal. I mean, I guess. We could probably... I just threw out a whole bunch of wood. That was stupid. I'll make another one in a minute. We could probably set this down and, that was a stupid place to put that. Oh, I don't know. Just, I hate that it's offset like that. There's nothing I can do about it, but I just don't like it. Let's put this here, maybe. And then we can get these 9, make bone meal. And then if I had something else I already threw away, I need something. I need 6 logs is what I need. No, I don't. 5 logs. Make a, well, make planks. Make one of these to have it back. And then make a couple of these. Put them, I guess right here is fine. And we'll just throw that in there and start. Every once in a while we can come down and grab a bunch of these, turn them into, and now it's just dumb, but whatever. Turn them into blocks, put the blocks in here and we'll have that. Okay, what else is there to do here? The other thing I was kind of thinking of, it's similar, a little more complicated, is, we got the cow thing. And it has a couple of uses, or would if it worked. I mean, it works, but that's the problem, is that it works. It's all full of meat, which isn't the worst problem to have, but it means that it's not letting the leather in. If there is any leather let in. You know. And then plus, occasionally monsters get crushed in there, so we get stupid things like meat and arrows. Meat, 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 meat. And then there's leather. And that one's empty because there's no way anything gets in. Give me while I'm thinking about it. Some, that was smart. Some meat. And I'll go at least handle a small part of this. So what I'm thinking with that is we could actually, no, probably just more lag, but at this point I'm used to it. We could probably build a sorting system right there that throws the meat in one direction, the leather in another, and then just gets rid of anything that's neither. Would be a way to do it. As far as moving the meat to a new place, we could actually funnel it into the oven, more or less replace the bamboo that's in there, that's going in there. And that would give us that cooked meat, which we have a bunch. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not looking at what they want. I forgot they want 2.5 stacks of this stuff. There's that. There's still you. The hell was that noise?
What noise?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it was something grunting. I don't know if it was like a displeased villager or a villager zombie. It was weird sounding. I'm out. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking that would be a fairly complicated project, I suppose, it'd be fairly necessary, because right now it doesn't really work. But I guess what I'm thinking is if we're over here, and part of the problem, it's kind of the same problem I had while I was building the new village, where I don't want to go down 2 levels, but I might have to. Because in a given sorting system, you have to have, well, unless you elevate it first, which is what I've done right here, but being elevated, it has to have this line, so call it 0, where stuff just goes. This line where it gets compared, -1, and then this line, -2, is where it rolls off to somewhere else. There's no other, you can't do it horizontally, not that I can think of. So we'd have to elevate it first or something. But one way or the other, what we could try to do is have the meat get sorted out and head over, well, either head over here to the existing ovenator or build another one nearby. Because what we could actually do with the bamboo, which is at present stacked up because this is turned off, but that's just where it comes out. We could also rip out, you know, this one, I suppose, and send it going a different direction, put the track back on it, and that would feed bamboo into an oven system that would cook this meat for us, and then we could store the meat somewhere. We could do the same thing I just did with dropping it down to the floor. Having that, the leather then, and this is where it gets a little weird. Hi, cat. If we sorted that out of here, we could run it along, kind of dodge that, because that just goes to the sorting system. It's kind of like what we did here, except maybe over here somewhere. Get it into a box waiting here so that we could merge it. We have this to turn into paper, and then we have like this stuff ready because the library. This is currency. It's a thought. It's really, in a way, the simple answer is just stay on top of this. You know, when it fills up, empty it, go. It's just, it's messy. It's really a lot of stuff. We don't have necessarily a lot. Another option, I guess, would be to build a village nearby that contained butchers who want, but then you have to unlock all of those, and it's a whole big thing. So, you know, again, whatever it's going to be a process, and I'm not sure, I don't think we have time now. We have like 4 minutes, so it's not happening right now. What I could do is fix the damn roof. I'm seriously just annoyed by it. You think I'm kidding, I'm not, it's just bad. I think that's probably enough. Or I could just, you know, try to throw a bowling ball and get up there, although I don't seem to have much luck with that. Oh, let me... Yeah, it's just... It looks bad. And I don't... Oh, I need stuff I don't have. I need I probably have some. I just don't have them on me, so it's the same as not having it. Let me check, I guess. I could use, you know, a good dozen slabs. I'm going to have to replace something when I do this. I did get Chrome shut down, so... The lag at this point is entirely the game mixed with recording it. Yeah, when I'm not recording, it's a lot more fluid, but then I'm not recording it, so it's kind of irrelevant. It means if I stop recording, I can get a whole bunch done, but then I just come back and get a snapshot of it and say, here's what happened. Let me just get up here somewhere. I really still don't. I like scaffolds in principle, but in just reality. From this angle, it looks great, but then you look here and it goes up 2 and everything else goes up 1, and that's just not satisfactory, I guess.
Okay.
Like, how bad is it? Here you don't notice it as much, and I don't know. I guess it's just because it's only 2 things wide. Let me check. Oh, that's going to look weird if I do that. Oh, what the? It's the wrong color.
Yep.
I'll fix it later. Let me just throw it in here. It's going to, with the wrong color, it's going to be kind of ugly, but it'll at least show me what I want to know. Yeah, it looks like lightning struck the house and we tried to fix it. Oh, hi. What do you know? I've been thinking towards something, but I need a few things that only he's going to have. Not today, though. I would need coral blocks.
Hmm.
We could probably do a thing that... did he just go in my house?
Yep.
Okay, well, if you want to kill him because, you know...
He's a home invader?
We're in Denver, so you're allowed. If someone walks into your house in here, you can just shoot him to death. Or sword, baseball bat, whatever you want. Doesn't matter. No one minds. Does this look ugly over here? Or is it different? No, same horrible thing. Is it? No, it's not. Why is it? Oh, yeah, it is. It's right there. There's just nothing I can put right there to make it not suck. So I gotta... Yeah, I'll get the right kind of wood and level it out. Don't know about that. It's just weird looking, and I don't know what happens if I change it. Yeah. That might be okay. It's hard to see from up here exactly what it's going to look like. Yeah, we'll take that out. We'll take out whatever the problem is. Yeah, those. That... Actually, I might be able to put this in, I guess, as a placeholder, just to remind me what to replace. And then, if I, like, take that out and put these back, what happens? That looks better already. Does it look like that over here? Oh, actually, it was just wrong in the first place. Okay, yeah, we can get that figured out. But, yeah, we don't have time to really do it right now. I'll have to grab some wood and make it happen. Where'd you end up?
I'm taking the leather.
Oh, I'll just find you, I guess. Taking it where?
I don't know.
Do you know where you are?
I'm over by the library.
Okay.
I thought maybe you had some stored over here.
I did, but I used it.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You actually just throw it in the cow thing. There's room for it, that's the thing. There's no room for it to filter in, but there's room for it to exist. Partly because I, like, splayed it out this way so that it would sort of make sense, but we're getting so much more. It's not necessarily that we're getting more meat than leather, although that is true, that's why it's 2 to 1, but then I use the leather but not the meat, and so it gets all jammed up and doesn't happen. We've got to do something about it. Worst case, just actually throw it straight into the... Maybe I'll just do that, throw it into the sorting system where at least it'll distribute and we can figure it out from there. But for now we got to go, so we'll just talk about that next time, I guess. So yeah, we'll see you then. Bye.